sun, Sol in Latin, is the main sequence star at the center of the solar system. It's 93 million miles away, or 1 astronomical unit. In a vacuum, light always travels at a speed of 299,792,458 meters per second. So, the light we see represents what the sun looked like over 8 minutes ago.
To be entirely accurate, it takes 8.3 minutes for light to reach Earth. The fusion process, maintained by small amounts of hydrogen mass, agitates molecular activity, causing a circular motion to start due to inequalities in the core of the sun. To achieve equilibrium over the variances in pressure in the mass of the sun, the movement of molecules is lubricated by subatomic particles. That energy is released and registers on Earth as heat and light. 8.3 minutes later.
Professor, why is your famous discovery about the sun still surrounded by such mystery? You never talk about it. And, by the way, are you eating and teaching again this week?
Let's just say that my silence on the matter is for the best. And let me have my breakfast. I got up a little late.
Isn't science about sharing information?
Some discoveries are too powerful for mankind. Example, the hydrogen bomb. So, yes, I discovered what powers the sun, but I cannot share that information. Why? That is why I live 3 stories underground and keep out of sight. To save humanity from its own self-destructing nature.
Professor, with all due respect, if you're so focused on the future of mankind, how come your calculations end in 2012?
There is a natural progression for everything. Just like I can't tell you how difficult it is to decompose dead leaves down here.
Let's focus on the life of the sun.
Latest from forensics is that it takes less than 2 seconds for a ray of sun to burn the skin.
Man, that's gotta hurt.
They hauled another body out last night. Same deal as before. Heart cut right out.
We now have an accurate theory about how the universe was created. And soon, when protons are collided 200 meters underground at the Large Hadron Collider in CERN, Switzerland, this theory will be proven even more accurate. There are those who accuse us scientists of playing God. This time, they're afraid that the results of this experiment will end in a black hole. That will end all life.
Say markings on the skin?
Yeah, the symbols are like the rest, but it would have taken him hours to burn him up like that.
They got a warrant out yet?
Nah, not yet.
Professor, one last question. Nothing personal, I promise.
That must be Catherine Klein.
It is Professor Hyde. Just wanted to ask about your research into the universe aligning in 2012. How will this affect the sun specifically?
The sun is a force of immense power. It is not one thing, but the sum of countless subatomic elements held together. The alignment, you will have to wait and see.
Thank you so much.
Too much excitement for you today, huh?
Forensics are impressed. He's so precise taking out those hearts. No mess, no blood spilt.
He. How they know he's not a she? Sugar. It's yours.
Hey, Dr. Lee, how are you?
I'm well, very well. Just checking up on you. How's that piece of metal we put in you ticking along?
100% so far. Pulse is right on track.
Good. Tell me, how was the trip to... where was it this time? Belize?
Mexico. Very productive. But the airport security tried to force me through the detectives twice. Marcapatas. Luckily, I knew this Spanish word for pacemaker.
I'm glad you are careful. Heartbeats are tricky. You know, I read somewhere the Mayan population was wiped out because their pulse was too slow.
Yes, I heard that also.
I'm sure you did. My Hong Kong family is here for dinner. My wife is trying the recipe you gave her. So I'll, sign off now.
Good to talk to you.
See that report this morning? They're so close they can smell him.
Professor. Professor Chambers.
You know who I am.
Professor, we have to go. The police have a homicide on you.
Homicide.
They've got 12 bodies and one name, yours. We've got to get out of here now.
You both know what the sun demands in exchange for her energy.
Come on, Professor. Let's go.
I have no time. I have to keep the sun burning. I am the last remaining calendar priest.
We know. We got to get out of here. Last time, we only just made it out in time.
I need to feed the sun!
Don't worry, Professor. We have a new safe house for you. The police have located this one. You have lots of followers out there. We all worship the sun.